Egyptian culture has never stopped being a wonder to us. Archaeologists have kept the world on their toes with their discoveries, and scientists keep us awed with newly established facts about what the ancient world was like. Egyptian technology and civilization have always been a wonder to many scientists and archaeologists alike, as they leave people wondering how they were made, who made them, and what purpose they served. Some of them were made with materials that should have been destroyed thousands of years ago, but surprisingly, they were able to stand the test and scourge of time and still remain standing, albeit in ruins. Below are some exclusive finds of recent times that have amazed the whole world. The Temple of Bast, the cat goddess. Bast or Bastet was the ancient Egyptian goddess of fun, love, female beauty, and the heart. She was often depicted as a cat or a woman with a cat's head. Archaeologists unearthed the 2,200-year-old temple in Alexandria. Scientists think that the temple belongs to the wife of Ptolemy III, Eugene's Baroness II. Although this pharaoh was the hegemon during the period of Hellenistic Egypt, this discovery confirms that the Greek pharaohs never stopped worshiping the feline goddess. The temple itself is 60 meters long and 15 meters wide. The excavations led to the discovery of hundreds of statues of the goddess Bastet and a Roman pool. Unfortunately, what is left of the temple is nothing but ruins, since it was used as a quarry after the Ptolemaic period, which would explain its lack of stone blocks. Ritual objects. In the city of Kafir-Shech, there's a temple with ancient artifacts, which seemed like they were used by priests for special rituals to honor the goddess Hathor. Hathor was the goddess of joy, fertility, motherhood, love, and fun. While studying the items, scientists understood how the rituals were carried out. The most complete ritual set was covered in this temple. A figurine of the goddess, Hathor, made of limestone, was found in the temple alongside incense burners, numerous clay vessels, as well as an offering stand. The stand was designed with the wet jet eye, an ancient Egyptian symbol representing the left eye of the god Horus, which was torn out in a fight with Seth. The eye was made out of pure gold. Secret room. The Pyramid of Cheops is the largest Egyptian pyramid. It is the first and only 7 wonders of the world that have survived to our time. In 2020, radiocarbon analysis of a tablet carried out in Scotland revealed that the age of the pyramid was about 3341 to 3094 BC, making it about 500 years older than was previously believed. The first studies of the pyramid began in the 9th century. It was at that time that the large gallery and the chambers of the pharaoh and the queen were discovered. In the 19th century, a detailed study was conducted on the pyramid. Recently, Japanese physicists used muon radiology to discover a secret room above the large gallery that reached 30 meters in length. Immediately after the discovery was made, scientists had released multiple theories about the function and purpose of this secret room. Some archaeologists think it was a balancing chamber thought out by architects during the pyramid's construction. Such a chamber could have been built to relieve the load from the narrow ceiling of the large gallery. Other scientists put forward a theory that it might have been a corridor to another room. Anyway, further research is required to confirm which theory is true. Ancient sarcophagi. Over 100 sarcophagi were unearthed by archaeologists in 2020. Immediately after the studies to determine their ages, scientists agreed that the discoveries had to be between 3,000 and 2,500 years old. The sarcophagi were filled with numerous funerary objects, gilded figurines, while some had mummies inside them. One of the mummies was wrapped in an expensive fabric with hieroglyphs. Archaeologists assume that the sarcophagi could be from the burial place of the nobility. Black sarcophagus. Archaeologists often discover incredible sarcophagi, but in 2018, they discovered the largest sarcophagus ever. It was 1.85 meters high and 2.65 meters long, and 1.65 meters wide. The sarcophagus had a weight of around 30 tons. Scientists theorize who could have been buried in it. Some scientists believe it might contain the ashes of Tsar Alexander the Great. Other theories assume that the sarcophagus has been sealed with a curse capable of bringing great troubles to all of Egypt. Despite this warning, archaeologists took the decision to open the sarcophagus. It contained human remains. An analysis revealed they were the mummies of 2 men and 1 woman, and that the three people were the pharaoh's soldiers. Hatshepsut. Hatshepsut was a female pharaoh, and her name meant foremost of noble women. She had the title of the god's wife of the moon, and the great royal wife was enthroned in 1478. During that period, she had quite an impeccable genealogy, being the daughter, sister, and wife of the king at the same time. Officially, she ruled together with Thutmose III. The queen's reign was thriving and prosperous. 2 empty sarcophagi with the name of Hatshepsut were found in the Valley of the Kings. It was previously believed that the queen's mummy was totally destroyed by vandals and looters. While researching the queen's tomb, scientists discovered 2 female mummies. In 2006, Zahir Hawass said that the queen's mummy had been in the Egyptian museum for several decades. In 2007, it was decided to conduct a genetic examination. The results showed that the mummy from the tomb of Nusitri was actually Hatshepsut. The mummy of Ramesses II. Ramesses was one of the greatest Egyptian pharaohs. There are numerous moments dedicated to him all over Egypt and Nubia. Some of them are well preserved, while others are in a dilapidated state. Due to the incessant looting, the priests decided to rebury the body of Ramesses, and this was done 5 times. Nevertheless, the mummy of Ramesses II and the mummy of Ramesses III and Thutmose III were hidden in a cache on a cliff. The cache was found by an Arab family who began selling the jewels to tourists, which attracted the attention of the Egyptian government. Thus, the cache of mummies was discovered in 1881, and the mummy of Ramesses II was moved to the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. As time went on, scientists discovered that fungi had begun to destroy the mummy when it came in contact with air. Therefore, it was decided to send the mummy to Musée de la Chaume for conservation. An actual passport was even made for Ramesses II to transport the mummy from one point to another. The mummy of a screaming woman. A unique mummy was found in the Deir el-Bahri complex in 1881. Oddly enough, the mummy was frozen in an odd position with its mouth open. Scientists had managed to decipher its mysteries. It was a member of the royal family who died 3,000 years ago, and her age was well over 60. A CT scan revealed that the Egyptian princess had suffered from several chronic diseases at once. The research showed that the woman died of a heart attack caused by coronary artery disease. Just before she succumbed to the cold hands of death, she felt unimaginable pain, which explains her twisted face and open mouth. The deceased woman was not discovered immediately after death, and by the time she was found, she had already stiffened. Golden City. The number of excavations that have been done in Egypt is truly astounding. With excavation works constantly being done, it is surprising that such a discovery has been missed all this time. Zahir Hawass unearthed an entire city near Luxor in April 2021. Scientists are still in a daze about the city's walls, which were made of silt bricks. They were shocked that the walls had not collapsed, since this material was somewhat fragile. The Egyptologists had also managed to determine the city's age, and it was estimated to be over 3,000 years old. After studying some jugs retrieved from the ruins of the city, he managed to ascertain that the city was founded by the Egyptian king Amenhotep III. This city was the largest and most developed one at that time, evidenced by the number of ornaments, clay vessels, and other household items discovered in the city. The maps of the city clearly show that it was divided into districts. There were residential areas with houses and the administrative part. There was also a bakery in the southern part, as evidenced by the sheer number of stoves and utensils found there. The most mysterious part of the city was the part found with animal remains. Archaeologists also discovered human burials and rock tombs. The odd part was the burial of a man whose arms were stretched out to the sides with his legs tied. This city holds great importance in the history of Egyptian civilization, especially since there are still numerous secret writings to be unraveled and deciphered.